Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Baylor Bears, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Tight end goes in motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Bears. Defense looks slow that time. And now to try here for the extra point. Vt is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Receiver in motion now. They'll try the jet sweep here. They get him down, but that's a solid game. The Bears are in the red zone now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down here for this offense. He's going to hand this off. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Bears trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Powers through. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
That catch makes it a more manageable third down. They'll try to run for the first down. Breaks loose at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
The Hokies will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move, looking deep. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This guy can do it all. We've We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he's so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there.
It's a small gain, but look who they threw the football to, the fullback. Nice to see him get his opportunities.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Third down play for this offense. Boy, snap to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Bears come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Needs a completion here on 4th down. They can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the 1st down. He was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Puts the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, Chris, he tried to squeeze that one in there on 3rd down. It would have had to have been a perfectly placed ball to have any chance at a completion and a 1st down.
Second and goal for the offense. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. So we're all tied up after that one, Cook. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Pressure is coming. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. An inside give now from the shotgun. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the wideout goes in motion. And then first down, right back to the running game.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Important second down play coming up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the default.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
Chris, to me, it looked like the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the ball from the time he got the snap. His receiver does a nice job of creating separation almost immediately on that corner route.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
He just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Look at a throw on third and goal. Looking to scramble. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. So on fourth down now, out comes the... And it's a fake. He split back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This air attack is still unstoppable. Now some trickery for a touchdown, and Kirk, that defense just caught completely flat-footed that time.
Well, it's because it was a perfect call at the right time by this head coach and the special teams coordinator, and your opponent was clearly not prepared for that fake at all. That's an exciting way to score this touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short game on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll give it to Pratt. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's looking to scramble. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. He's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Pass not complete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. The Hokies will have to punt this one away. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he pulls in the catch. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Here's the option play. Powerful running here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
To me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And the Bears pick up enough yardage for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launches downfield. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
They'll try the right side on the toss. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The Bears come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a quick grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And the field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The short completion of the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Makes the catch downfield. Brought down quickly, but it's a big game through the air. Spot the ball at the 45. First down. They're going to throw the football. Looks to the left, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's on the run. Launches deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. And the Hokies looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
No, I don't blame him. Go with a quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Hokies. Still no answer for this offense.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
See if they can convert the point after. Can you believe it? The PAT is no good. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Bears will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick catch. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He's moving out of the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
The Hokies pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
The sack sets up second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back has it on a screen now. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
completion sets up a third down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This passing game is on fire today. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside, creating enough space back to the inside, and there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Receiver makes the grab. The Bears pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And they get the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. 2nd effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Bears lining up here on 1st and 10. It's press coverage now from these DBs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The Bears will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Catch made on the right side. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I over the years have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's inside the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes a handoff, heads to the right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
See here, got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 17. Quarterback drops back. Close to the tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. So in this possession, a couple things in play. Can they add to the lead and maybe, as importantly, milk the clock? And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. When they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And it's caught. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Tries the right with a quick throw. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create here on the move. He's got it near the end zone.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
The Hokies will line up here on 1st down and goal. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And the offense will just take a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they look pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.